Okay, Buzz Allen here from Accelerated Learning Foundation, and you've found yourself in a class where your teacher wants you to find propaganda examples, or your parents are trying to snooker you into playing this game once a week, figure it's going to do all kinds of wonderful stuff for you, and now you want to find some cool examples to really make it worthwhile doing. It's very easy to find examples of the propaganda techniques. Once you have a list of the techniques you're looking for, there's all kinds of ways to find really cool stuff. Many of the memes in social media are using propaganda techniques. So what you can do is you can just go and type in memes about any issue you're concerned about. Gun control. Hit it. First thing that comes up is all kinds of memes. And probably every third one is using some kind of technique. You just look at it. I absolutely refuse to debate gun control with people who eat soap and are confused by bathrooms. Appeal to ridicule. Love you, Clint, but still it's a technique. So almost every single one of the memes, many of them use propaganda techniques of one type or another. And whatever issues of the day that you're interested in, or whatever other areas of history or past events, or even things about the future that you're concerned about, just type in memes about that subject and you'll get a whole mess of ready-made examples that you can use. You can also actually look for the particular techniques. Say you're trying to find something for diversion. You can say examples of diversion. Let's see what happens. This is often when you're looking for a specific technique, there may or may not be a whole bunch of them online. This is one of the things that makes the propaganda game somewhat unique, is that this is one of the very few places where all these various techniques have been brought together. But occasionally, particularly if you're looking at techniques like ad hominem or non sequitur, things like that, there will be examples online that you can find. Another very easy thing to do is to say, ask for, let's go back, quotes. Go to various quotes about women's rights. And then here's a whole bunch of women's rights quotes. Just start scanning through them. Many of them, no matter what subject it is that you pick, you'll find many people have employed propaganda techniques, sometimes tongue-in-cheek, sometimes with deadly efficiency, to promote a particular point of view or a historical idea. You can also pick famous historical figures that you're fond of. Mark Twain, Abraham Lincoln, Will Rogers, Mae West, whoever. And see what kinds of quotes that made them famous. A lot of them you will find are using propaganda techniques. Mae West was a master of shift of meaning. When you're making your own memes or your own examples, you can copy images from anywhere on the web using the Windows snipping tool or some other image capturing software. You can load the images that you make right into the propaganda game with our submission tools. And you can learn how to make your own memes. There's meme makers online. We have a basic one as part of the propaganda game website, but there's many more sophisticated ones. And you can make your own memes, adding text to images to bring your own examples to life. It's a good idea to make a folder on your desktop for propaganda examples, so that as you're cruising social media or on the web for some reason, if you see a good example, just get in the habit of copying it, snip it, pop it in there, and then once a week maybe sit down and start loading them all up. You can get serious about becoming the next person to be inducted into the FOGS Award, the Fraternal Order of Golden Shovel, which only goes to those who have submitted an example for every technique in the game. It isn't hard to do it, actually. You can use the master tracking tools found by clicking on your profile. If you click on your name after you sign in and click on Master Awards and track your own progress, you can then see what techniques you have submitted, how many, and which ones you haven't. And so if you haven't submitted a particular technique for a section, you can do that, and then you'll get an award and a certificate for being a master of that section. You do it for all the techniques in the game, we'll send you a golden shovel. It's a special award. So we want you to get serious, but we also want you to have fun. These techniques are all around you. Your parents use them on you. You use them on your kids. Everywhere you go in life, you'll find propaganda techniques being used, because this is the way people attempt to manipulate and affect people's behavior and attitudes. But you want to develop the clear thinking and critical thinking to recognize it as it's happening, because then you can best act in a way so that you don't get manipulated. And for those that you care about, you don't want to manipulate them either. So have at it. If you get any other great ideas for where to find techniques online or examples of techniques, please drop us a line. We're always trying to help people here, and have fun.